Welcome to this week's Wendy Wisdom. And today we're going to talk about showing up with a business page on LinkedIn. Let's get started. So, if you think that LinkedIn is for job seekers, recruiters, corporate B2B salespeople, drop me a me in the comments wherever you're watching. So, maybe this is you. You want to leverage LinkedIn as an entrepreneur to grow your business, but you don't know how. Your LinkedIn profile is still the one from when you were not an entrepreneur and you were a job seeker. You have no clue what to put on your profile as an entrepreneur. And once you update your profile, you definitely don't know what to do with it anyway. And then, well, you're busy just trying to get clients and customers, and you just leave it alone. Drop a me if that's you. Now, the good news is once you set up your business page and your personal profile, you can use LinkedIn to find and be found by, and this is the thing that people don't talk so much about, that finding piece, customers, LinkedIn content creators, strategic partners, event organizers looking for speakers, podcast hosts, podcast guests, referral partners. The bad news is if you don't use that tool, you won't get the strategic partners, the speaking gigs, the podcast guest spots, and the referral partners. And then you're letting everyone in your life down who is counting on you and your business. Everything from family to employees. Because if you don't use that tool, your business will never become the business it can be. And it leaves you super dependent on a single source of customers. And that doesn't make any good business sense now, does it? And all this takes a toll on your health, family, happiness, and your business. Now, this is just because you're not using tools that are available to you to find the people that you need to meet to make your business a success. And there are a lot of people that talk about content. There are a lot of people who talk about ads, but nobody really talks about the superpowers that are available to you on LinkedIn. So what if instead of struggling to find people and the right people at the right time, those strategic partners, the speaking gigs, the podcast guesting, the referral partners, you actually found them efficiently, easily, and got access to audiences filled with your customers that you need to make your business thrive? You could hit that revenue goal. You would work on your business, not in your business, because it doesn't have to take all the live long day, every day. What would that be like? How would that feel? What would finding those people mean for you, your team, your family, and your health? Are you ready to know how to conquer your people connecting issues once and for all? Let's get clear on why you might want to listen to me about LinkedIn as an entrepreneur. So first of all, I've been here for 20 years in April. I was the first Wendy Taylor on LinkedIn. There are a lot of Wendy Taylors in the world, and I was the first one on LinkedIn. And as far as building businesses go, I've been there too. I scaled a fintech startup from employee 23 to employee 500 and $100 million exit. I've consulted with 25 venture-backed tech startups with a 64% exit rate, building their talent strategy, teaching their recruiters and hiring managers how to find the people they needed to grow their business and get their next round of funding. I've coached entrepreneurs launching tea houses, CPG brands on Amazon, and a handful of tech startups. I've specialized in helping neurodivergent entrepreneurs build a team of referral partners, advisors, and employees that help them get stuff done. And I've been working with people with ADHD since the 1990s. I get your brain. I understand. So now that you know why you're listening, let's talk about what we're going to learn today. So before we go further into understanding all the wonderful things that you could do for your business on LinkedIn, here's the deal. You want a business page. not actually because it's going to get the most attention for your content. You want a business page because if you don't have that business page set up when you do your experience section and the top thing in your experience is your current business, you'll get the amorphous blue blob unless you have a business page you can tie to. That is the primary reason we want to do this, because an amorphous blue blob does not give your business any credibility. So while you're not going to get most of your attention on that business profile, it is going to give your personal profile, which is super valuable, more credibility. So, this is really important when we're thinking about an entrepreneur. So, all those people who are on LinkedIn for their careers, a glorified resume, being found by recruiters. The recruiters are finding their candidates for hard to find fill jobs. There are people who sell to big businesses and find their customers. Oh, that's awesome. But this is also where you can build your brand and find the people that you need to grow your business. And that's if your customers aren't on LinkedIn, and I'll lay you money they are. Almost all of them. So first we've got, okay, we know why we need a business page. It's because the blue amorphous blob that you have, if you've got your business is your first experience, which you should, if you don't have a business page, that blue amorphous blob is going to destroy your credibility. So we want to get rid of that. So we're going to go and we're going to create a page. And the place we're going to go to do that is linkedin.com/company/setup/new/. And you're going to go in there and you're going to answer the questions and fill out those things. Really simple questions. Then you're going to look at your profile, your business profile, and you're going to make some changes to it. And the first thing you're going to do is upload a cover image. That's that background image. So you've already added your logo, which is replacing the blue amorphous blob. But now we're branding the page beyond the logo. So we want that background image. My recommendation is you do the same thing you've done on your profile. If you've worked with me, you know that on your LinkedIn profile, you want a background image. Canva has great templates. You want it super clean, not a lot of clutter. You want your logo for your business. You want your name, and you want really simple, clear language about who you help. Mine says entrepreneur coach and executive coach. Really simple. Nothing else needed. I've got my brand colors. I've got my logo. I've got my name. That's it. You don't need your picture, because on your personal profile, you're going to have your photo. And if you're doing content, you're probably going to have videos anyway, or images anyway. So you don't need a photo on it. You just need logo, your name, who you help, simple, clear language, branding colors. So take advantage of the fact that Canva makes this really easy. You do not need to be super techie. And so you go in, you get that done, and it works for both your business page and your personal profile. Then, while you're editing, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to edit the description piece. Now, you've got 2,000 characters. It's a bit less than the about section on your personal profile. But what you're going to do here is you're going to talk about who you help, why they should trust you, why they should hire you, and the kinds of results you get. Really simple. I would do it in a Google Doc so you can track the characters and make sure you got it right before you go ahead and plop it into the space. Now, you can add a lead gen form. The reality is your company page isn't going to get a lot of eyeballs. I wouldn't prioritize time on this if you're looking to just do the basic stuff to start being able to find audiences of your customers, speaking gigs, podcast guests, referral partners, strategic partners. If that's what you're here for, then you're probably not going to go there. I have a client who is planning on doing ads. If you're doing ads and you're driving them there, obviously that's a different story. So your call. If you've got extra time and you really want to do all the things, then experiment, test. Now, once you've done all this, the business page is done. If you're producing content, and once again, that's like a step above, what's the bare minimum? Set up an amazing profile, start doing the things Wendy teaches to find the people you need to find, and do these simple things that don't take a ton of time. Next level up is add layering on content. Beyond that would be things like lead gen pages and ads. So on the content side of things, if you're creating content, whether it's once a week or 5-6 days a week like me, always post to both your business page and your personal profile, even though for the most part, this isn't going to get the kind of traction that your personal profile posting will. You still want to do it. And if you're scheduling your posts, then it doesn't take any time. So I use Publer, love working with them. And I schedule it, I click the boxes, and bam, it's going to go at the time I want to both locations. Easy peasy, no extra time, super efficient. I can move on with my day and growing my business and serving my clients. The other thing to talk about is, of course, back to the amorphous blue blob. We did all this so your experience section doesn't have the amorphous blue blob and your business has credibility. So what does that mean? Make sure that your first thing in your experience section on your personal profile is your business name. Make sure it's activated to the business page. And so therefore you've got your logo there. You look real, not like some fake ghost company that nobody wants to do business with. If you would like my cheat sheet on how to do everything we just talked about in speed time, happy to give it to you. When you get the business page set up, go back to your profile and go back to where in your experience section, edit your experience piece where it says, so it says your current job is your business. Go in there, and then where you've got the name of the company, make sure, go ahead and re-enter it, and it should find the business page. If that doesn't work, ping me and I'll get on a call and I'll help you. But that should do it. If you kind of delete the name and then go and enter it again, it should recognize it. Just use the same exact spacing and spelling that you did for your business page. It should pop up then. It should. If you have any other questions, pop them in now. If you'd like the cheat sheet on how to do this, drop a biz page in the comments and I'll get you the cheat sheet. And as always, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn for sure, because that just expanded your network by almost 5,000 people. And I'm glad that worked. And if you actually need help figuring out what changes to make to your profile or how to build a strategy to connect with the people you need to meet, let's talk. DM me and we'll get on a call and we'll make it happen. Have a wonderful rest of your day and see you next week at this time for more Wendy Wisdom.